Welcome to Home Dad Chat, brought to you by the National At Home Dad Network. My name is Brock,
My name is Danny.
and we are here to talk about life as stay at home dads. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
No, I don't want much. I even love handmade crafts made of macaroni. Come on now, you should know me. Times I might eat too much. No worry about my weight, got the dad bod rocking on me. Sketches on my feet, cargo shorts look good on me. I'm a dad, that's what I do.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Hope you've had a great week. We've made it back to the microphone to have a conversation with you. Danny,
Yep.
love that hat, man. Did you make that? Or did one of your
My
friends
wife
make
made it.
that? Your wife made it? Okay.
The
I like it.
These hands work for hobby blacksmithing, but they will not do this sorcerous stuff that people do with two sticks and some string and there's a hat. No,
You're not a nimble knitting
not.
digit person?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I've tried it because a lot of people talk about how calming it is or how it helps. I don't know.
Yeah.
Arlie Ermy, we've talked about him before, where
Yeah,
Arlie
yeah.
Ermy would knit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy is a badass. Okay. I don't care else you want to put in that framework, but this guy did the work. This guy is
Right,
obviously
right.
somebody you're going to respect as somebody that's been there, done that, and likes to knit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I should try that. And yeah, I mean, Marnie got me my own little sticks, and if she hears me say sticks, I think she'll probably just cringe so bad. Not sticks, they're I don't know what they're called.
You're gonna be
Needles?
drumming on your noggin is what she's gonna be doing
I
with
think they're
those
needles.
sticks.
Yeah. Just one, like a real big ones you kill vampires with. Have you seen
Yeah,
those?
yeah,
Just take one of
yeah.
those and hit me in the head with it. And stop! It's not a stick. Well, it felt like a stick when you hit me with it. But
Use it to take out one of the Lost Boys.
yep,
Kiefer Sutherland.
yep. Sorry,
Oh,
friend.
yep.
Um,
Well, that's yeah. Like I said, I like your hat. It looks really
Thank
cool.
you.
It looks really warm. So, which is
Yeah.
something also that's necessary in this fun, weird weather we're having all over the place. So,
And red hats are a symbol.
oh,
Just
okay,
gonna put it out there. Y'all look it
sure,
up. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
great.
I'm
Yeah.
probably not allowed to talk about it. But yeah, they're a great
All
symbol.
right. Yeah. As by my response, I am completely clueless as to what you're talking about, so I will have to also go look it up. So there we go. Learning for today. The more you know.
Yep.
Where's the little star that goes over the
Uh-huh.
Oh, I mean, I tell you, I've been in a mind of ADHD brain for the past couple of days. I was actually sitting at church yesterday, and every time the pastor made a comment that matched up with something that I knew, my brain would just go ding and have something to say, and I'd be leaning over to Corey and telling her something, and she'd be laughing the whole time. She'd stop it.
You
Oh, like at
can't.
one point, well, they were talking about anger, and they were talking about being quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. And the way he like was talking about it was like, this leads to this, and this leads to this. And I leaned over to him and I was like, and anger leads to the dark
To the
side.
dark side.
And
Yeah.
she's dying. She's like, stop it.
I would not have been able I
Hey,
would absolutely been doing the same thing to
yep.
the
So
dark side.
I mean, what are you gonna
Well,
do?
I think you're getting a little, I think we're all getting just a little cabin fever, a little,
Yes.
a little, a little annoyed. I mean, excited that new things are going to happen soon. I swear, because if you don't, I'm going to have to just, I don't know, go, I'm going to have to leave. Just go out in the house. You leave the house, go out in the backyard and just, I don't know, make snow angels.
I'm gonna go find Puxatawny Phil hanging by his toe, I think,
We are
for
tired of you, sir.
yeah.
Your predictions are garbage.
Right,
Blame
exactly.
you.
I want nothing to do with you anymore, you rodent
Yeah.
of
And
enormous
as
size.
we nice. ROUSs. We run into the same thing, I think, every year. We probably talk about it every year. As much as we talk about the weather, we talk about how winter just keeps you inside. You can't go outside. You can't take care of your kids. And when is spring going to get here? And I
Mm.
know I'm focused. I mean, it is almost March. I'm already focused for making plans for spring break and getting everything geared up. It will not be spring like here in Wisconsin, but it's still, we get a week off, man. We get nine, yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days at least with all my children home every day.
Woo.
So
Sounds like,
Yeah.
you know what? Is it possible to make up some sort of chore list and be like, we're knocking this thing out? Like, just
Makeup. Oh, it's waiting, sir.
it's
This
waiting. You
it's
have it sit.
waiting.
You have it on your like fantabulous digital chore board or
My
something.
skylight. You got it. I'm also going to send each of them an email
Oh,
and send them each a message on Discord with the list because I
will
just
there be
want
an
them to
executive
understand.
meeting at the
You know,
kitchen table as well?
I think it'll just be crying in their bedroom on that first Monday because the first weekend I'm not going to try to do it the first weekend. We need to do some stuff. We're going to try to get outside. We'll probably go sledding or something like that. But we'll get
Uh,
outside together as a family, off screens, just blow off some steam,
Butter
get
them
out
up.
there. Yep, maybe butter them up. Let them know you're not having any sugar for the next 7 days because I'm not putting up with that. And then, yeah, this is when we're getting started because I just want one kind of project a day.
Yeah.
And okay, so I've got 5 or 6 projects. If you want to do them all in one day, let's do it. Let's knock them all out. You got the whole week off, and that would be cool with that. But also during that same time frame is coming in from the board retreat. So we've got that in that same week, like one of the weekends.
Oh, really?
I'll
Okay.
be, I'll be gone.
You be gone.
Oh well. Good luck, Marnie. I love you.
Danny's gonna just be
I
like
hope it
snapping photo of
sucks.
him. He's like cigar in one hand, scotch in
Yes.
the other with the
Yes.
boys. All right, we're good to
Yep.
go.
Yep. I gotta say, I'm looking at the agenda more and more. I'm not looking to the amount of work we're gonna do. That's what the retreat is for. That's
That's the
just
board. That's board
every
retreat
year.
for
Yeah.
you. Yep.
Yeah. But Friday night we're gonna have dinner somewhere. I'm not gonna cook it. I'm not gonna clean up. Well,
You're
I
gonna go to
probably will
Abe.
clean up.
You're gonna go to
Probably
Abe
clean up.
Froman's.
Sausage King of Chicago.
Sorry, anytime in Chicago, man. It's
Eh,
all right.
No, you are ADHD in it all over. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or you got to go find the diner where you can get the best fried chicken in town. A whole chicken. I want a whole
Mm.
chicken and a Coke. There's a guy out here in a suit asking for a whole chicken and a Coke.
Now that's a bit more of a throwback. That
But
not
I mean,
a
it
lot of
fit.
people are going to pick that one up. It does.
That's
fit. It
okay.
does
That's
fit. The
okay.
Blues Brothers for all of
Go
our.
go watch the Blue. If you have
listeners.
not ever watched
Less
the Blues
than
Brothers,
old.
you are missing out on a classic movie right there. Between that and Ferris Bueller, watch those two.
Yeah, I would say definitely Ferris Bueller too. But yeah, sorry to all of our under 40s, I guess, who may not be getting the reference, but they're great movies. Trust me. Trust
Great
your
movies.
papa here. He wouldn't
Yeah.
turn you around.
Trust your old Uncle Brock. He
right.
knows what he's talking about. He
That's
might be
right.
crazy, but he knows a few things.
The old men got some recommendations. Well, of course they do.
But
That's
yes,
what they
no.
do.
So yeah, we're getting close into spring, and
Yeah.
definitely, I think you are way more organized with this than I am. I pretty much am one that like I will just try to take it all on myself and try to just let my kids have a week of chilling out. But
Yeah.
you
That's
you
good,
have an
though.
army, but you have an army of children,
Yep.
and I feel like you stack up the different things that you want to. I don't know. Definitely there's age and wisdom involved in what you're doing, and I fly by the seat of my pants. So you mentioned your what is it, Sky? What is it again?
Skylight.
Skylight, which is a very cool piece of technology that I've looked into a couple times because it's digital and you can do a lot with it for both calendars and to-do lists, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it's fantastic. You can do grocery list, you can do your daily calendar. My kids all have their housework that they need to do at the end of the day before they can move on to anything else, housework and homework.
Nice.
And it also it's got like a screensaver type photo gallery so you can email photos, right, to the Skylight. All right. You
Okay.
can also take an image of an event you have going on, email that image to the Skylight, and the Skylight will take the information from it and put that in your calendar as an event.
Okay.
So you don't have to plug it in or anything. You just go, hey, Skylight, I got this coming. And oh, hey, we'll put that on your calendar. And it's not infallible. I won't say that, but it definitely works very well, which, I mean, you reach a point where you have to look at efficiency more than anything else. How do I save time? Now, I did not want to buy one of these because they're expensive. They really are. But I worked for years off of just a big 5x5 piece of melamine on my wall. Basically, it's a whiteboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you get melamine from the hardware store. You get a 4x8 sheet for $12, and you cannot find anything near that price for an actual whiteboard. they're going to be hundreds of dollars, right? So I ran off that for years and it was great. It was amazing. But when we moved to Google Calendar, Family Calendar, and that was on your recommendation because you were using it,
Yeah.
the reality is I can't use both. I've got to have something that integrates my calendar at this point because I have too many things going too many directions. My kids are all busy. I'm busy, yada, yada. Marnie even puts her appointments on there sometimes. Yeah, cool. She's working on it. As an office professional, she doesn't know how to really commit to Google Calendar, but she's got one at work. So that's
and too,
great.
like there are other
Good job,
companies
Marnie.
out there now that are putting out a very similar product too.
Oh, yeah.
I got Amazon pulled up here and just kind of looking through. I mean, it's not awful price wise. I mean, it's way cheaper than an iPhone or any kind of smartphone for that matter, to be
Yeah.
honest.
It's a couple $100 usually, you know.
What
and you
size
can
is
make
yours,
your
by
own.
the way?
It's
20
probably
some?
I would say it's probably 18 by 24 at least.
Okay, so that's a pretty good
Something like
size
that.
one.
It's
Then,
a big
man.
one. Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah.
And because one, I'm getting old, my eyes don't work as well, so I need all the information I can.
Okay. Yeah.
But because we have so many schedules on there, if I sent you a snapshot of like my daily Google Calendar, it's just ridiculous how much crap's on there. But I love it. And it's all color coded. And like even with the kids' chores, that's a separate screen. You have your ongoing grocery list you can put up there and just all those things. So for me, the most real estate I could get to put on the wall to handle all the stuff was good for me. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing they range anywhere from probably $300 to $600, depending on which one you want to jump
You
into.
can also make your own. It is not terribly difficult. You would have to buy a monitor or have a monitor, and if you want a touchscreen monitor, again, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
And a Raspberry Pi or something like that. You can do it at home, and there's so much information out there. I'm not even going to try to attempt it. But really, the biggest thing for me is time versus money. Can I save up the money and put money into something that's going to be an investment to save me time later? And the Skylight was one of them. And Marnie was all over it because she never knows what to buy me. Don't want anything. Okay, well, let's get the kids something. Or it's always something for the house. Well, we do need to replace our riding mower is going to need a new tire. Okay, so that in there. And she does not want to do those things. That's not buying me something. So something like that, she pushed me on that one. And the Skylight has paid for itself. It really has. It's just, especially when you've got a kid in college, you don't know what their spring break's going to be. Well, they just send
they can just send it to you.
They send the picture and the Skylight tells me. It's
awesome.
kind of like AI overlord feeling sometimes.
Got a little futuristicness to it going
stuff
on.
shows up that I'm like, who put that on the calendar?
I just want to know, does
yeah.
it have a command where you can be like, Avada Kedavra, the bathroom? Sorry. I was just like,
someday there will be robots cleaning our house, and I will absolutely have as many as I can. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so just something along those lines. But yeah, I think that's a good start. Figuring out how do you want to track and get things going for your spring cleaning, because
have a plan.
It can be very overwhelming. I'm just thinking about it.
Spring cleaning itself is, and I will say that because I know we want to talk about that today because it's perfect time. But before I moved to Wisconsin, spring cleaning didn't make any sense to me because why do you wait till spring? I'll just go ahead and clean this out. You want to, okay, we'll just go ahead.
Because you're in Georgia and you don't have cold weather.
Right. Yeah. There was no reason you couldn't do these things. And right now I can't clean stuff in my garage regularly because it gets down so cold. I'm not sure what's going to happen with a lot of
I
stuff.
don't frostbite for trying to clean my garage up.
Right. Yeah. And we got 50 degrees over not this weekend, but the weekend before. And it was amazing. And so I pulled the vehicles out and I swept all the salt and sand, I guess, and just garbage, took all the trash and debris that was all over the floor. And it made my day. To be honest, I mean, I'm looking
Everybody
at
just rips open and pulls open the leaf blowers. That's all you hear in the neighborhood are leaf blowers, and they're not blowing leaves. They're just blowing salt and dirt and all kinds of crap out of their garage.
I didn't want to do it because I thought I would look, I don't know, lazy or something. So I've got a big push broom, so I was just using that. But I'm like, I should just get the blower, the blower, and just out into the yard. But my cars were right there, so next time I'll park them out on the street or something so I can not blow grit into them. But
there you go.
And it's a small thing like that. And we've said it before, but I was told a while ago that one of the ways, if you want to feel successful, if you want to feel good, you did something, clean your car out. Just clean
Yes.
your car
Oh
out,
my gosh. Yes.
and that feeling of wow, I just did something. And cleaning the garage floor made me feel that too. Only difference was literally the floor, but it just looked so much better. And so while spring
Yep.
cleaning is a huge job and a lot of stuff going on, doing it makes you feel better. This is
Yep.
an investment in yourself, and this is an investment in your kids too, because they will have that same experience, that same feeling, even if they don't like to clean, even if they don't, even if they hate it. The reality of it is when you're done with something like that, you're like, oh, yeah, I did
Yep.
something, feel like I've accomplished something. So,
Well, that's too. Most of us in our cars have floor mats that are rubber instead of like the fabric ones from back in the day.
yeah,
And I'm just like waiting for it to warm up just enough to where I can pull out the power washer and put those suckers down on the ground and just go to town. And because
yeah,
they're so nasty right now. And I'm just like, I just want to clean you. But at the same time, I'm like, it's not worth it to even try.
hmm,
But that, and then also too, we got a car wash down the way where it's you can go up and just start vacuuming your car out for free, which is
yeah,
super
yeah.
nice. And just little things like that. So that's definitely, and I do that. I'll do that like before I go pick up the kids from school. Just like, all
Mm,
right, 15, 20 minutes. Let's get this done.
yeah,
Nice for the
cool.
kids to be like, wow, the car is clean. This is great. And we do a pretty good job. Like my car is not trashed because one of the things that we decided long ago was to put a actual like trash can receptacle type of thing, like that you can
Yeah.
remove the bag out of it and dump it, and that cuts down on finding all kinds of craziness around the
Oh, yeah.
car. So, but I have two kids as well, and it's a little, I think it's sometimes a little bit different, especially in a van when you got kids that are in the all the way the back seats kind of stuff, and then you get to find some of the grossest
Yep.
leftover milk and whatnot from
Yep. In today's
weeks
episode of
ago.
What's That Smell? Yeah.
Yes,
Milk up under
exactly.
that back seat. And I've had that multiple times. What? Oh my God. And it was funny because I remember the last time, it's been a while since my kids have had a cup of milk in the car, right? So it's been a while, but I remember it clearly, even with my bad memory brain, getting in the van and Marnie going, oh, whoa. And
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
that's a
sorry,
core memory right there.
hang on a second. And I get out and I go around to the back, I pop that hatch open and I just, here it is, take it and then throw it in the trash can. I'm going to try at this point. It's
Mm-mm.
been in
Don't
there too
smell it.
long.
Don't
There's
nothing.
nah.
No.
This just,
Mm-mm.
it already stinks enough. I'm not going to open that up. Toss it in the trash can and then let the windows down for a little bit and drive. And she goes, "Wow, how did you know?" I'm like, "Have you ever heard of a 1,000-yard stare,
Yep.
where you've seen so much garbage that you just
Yep.
stare out into the void?" That was me. I kind of looked at her like, "How do you mean? What do you ask? How do I know?" But yeah, I've done it a million times, Marnie. I'm a professional. But yeah,
Arm and
so
Hammer. Arm and Hammer. Just a
yeah,
box of
very
Arm and
good.
Hammer.
Very
Yep.
good. So a lot of it that I look at too, again, because I do want to get all these things done, but I want it done efficiently. I want it done fast, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like anybody is an at-home parent, you got to remember this is your job now, right? So the quicker you can get things done, the more efficiently you can get things done, more efficiently your kids can get things done, which is incredibly important because they can make messes faster than anything, is really going to make your life better. And not only are you doing a better job, so to speak, but you will again feel that sense of accomplishment. And that will reduce your burnout. That will reduce any of the negative feelings you've got about it. So focusing on being efficient,
Yeah.
get it done as quick as you can. And for me, that's making a list. That's keeping everybody on in line with it. This is what we're going to do this day. And again, I don't want them to be working every single day of spring break. It's a break and they need a break. Also, we just got Friday off because
Mm.
of winter weather and it was
Yep.
e-learning. Today, I've got one kid home because I've got a conference here in a little bit to go to. So the teacher conferences, so all the kids are home. And then
Okay.
the other one wanted to stay home because he decided to stay up all night playing video games. And I'm like, no,
No.
go to school. Don't be a jerk. If I have to come get you because you've been a butthead, I am going to lose my mind.
Here's a
So
toothbrush. You can go scrub the floor in the bathroom. That's that one.
maybe. Yeah. But a lot of what we do when it comes to spring break for me is planning, knowing what I'm going to do, and then making sure I'm doing stuff every day and every week so that when I get to those big annual things, I don't have all that other stuff in the way. Like right now, our kitchen is trashed. I have two Instapots. One has old chicken juice in it from Friday, and the other one has rice in it from Friday. And I just didn't get it done before we left, and I didn't even
Yep.
think about it. Was just too many things going on. We went out of town. We're back 2 days later, and I'm looking at it going, oof. Okay, it's not going to be awful. The Instapot is really good about keeping things in, so it's not going to as nasty as it could be. But if I don't get it done the day, I don't want to have to
I
wait till my spring cleaning time and go, okay, I gotta have another cup of milk.
I feel that so much because this past week I've had a kid sick all week long last week
Yeah.
and been in and out of the hospital and doctor's appointments and everything, and it's been chaotic. And so, and we don't have a working dishwasher. We've gone through two portable dishwashers that I bought on Marketplace, and they both, like, the engines or the motors have basically fried out on them. So those are just
Hmm.
extra countertop space and storage for drinks and stuff in the inside because, well, we need space for storage. But the dishes piled up, and it just got to the point where Corey at one point was like, I really want you to be able to go get out of the house at some point this weekend. And Zakiah and Ruby both were feeling better by the end of the week. And so we went and just got out of the house for a little bit, went to a local card show and had some fun with Pokemon card stuff. And then yesterday after church, one of the guys was like, hey, let's meet up and talk. Like, we haven't hung out in a while. So we went and did dinner. And by the time I got home, and Corey was working on taxes, and then she was like, can you take over? So I took over going through doing tax prep stuff. By the time all that got done, I looked at the kitchen and I was just like, nope, not touching you. So I've got no spoons. I've got no bowls, not like stacks of stuff that are just, I need a house elf real bad. And so, or I need just that spell that Mrs. Weasley uses to, like, have everything
Need
else
magic.
wash itself. Yeah,
If
exactly.
you don't have magic, you got to
Yeah.
get practical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing. And what I'll probably end up doing, honestly, is, and what I typically do is I'll wash what we need for dinner tonight. And then after I get the kids to bed and everything, I basically will throw on the dad lounge and talk to the guys while I'm washing dishes, basically, and get the kitchen back in order. So it feels good though, like the sense of accomplishment, like, all right, the
Yeah.
kitchen's in order. If I've got time and energy, like, I'll even sweep the floor down and maybe mop it once, just because nobody else is walking through there, kind of deal. But yeah, I think, just one, not beating yourself up over the fact that things are chaotic and
Yeah.
being like, it's gonna get done. It's just there's about 8 other things that I need to deal with before I can actually get to
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
And yeah,
cleaning your house when you have young kids, and I would say that's 15 and younger, honestly, because it doesn't seem to have changed for me, is like brushing your teeth while eating Oreos. You're constantly fighting the number of people in your house, and you're the person that's doing the main cleaning, right? So to me, it's basically 6-1 because I'm cleaning up my own mess. I'm cleaning up my wife's mess, cleaning all my kids' messes. 5-1 now, I guess, because Fabian's in college. But still, it's always been such a big thing. And I don't mind cleaning. That sense of accomplishment makes me feel good to have a clean spot that I've cleaned up, whatever it might be. Even sweeping, I just kind of enjoy that. Not the work itself, but when I'm done, we go, yeah, look at what I did. I made
Yeah.
something better. And it took me a long time to kind of really get into these. But first off, I have a apron and gloves that I wear. I don't wear the gloves all the time. I should, but I just don't like wearing gloves. It's a thing. But I put on that apron, and I don't use that one for cooking or anything else. This is for cleaning. And it tricks my brain into going, okay, I'm a professional cleaner now. This is what I'm doing. So it lets me motivate myself and get into that. And then the second part of it, every job I've ever had has had a toolbox. Something that I had these are the tools that I use on this job. And I do the same thing with cleaning. I got a little goofy plastic tray from Goodwill, and it basically is 6 or 8 inches deep, and I can put stuff down in it. I don't know what you use to clean with mainly, but I use a spray bottle with rubbing alcohol in it.
I use elbow grease.
This, yeah, some kind of lubricant, I would assume. But that and microfiber cloths are in there, and my little brush is in there for the bad, dirty stuff, and a little green scrubby, and like all of those things that you need to do it. And I'm moving from having rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle, and I'm really considering doing Barkeeper's Friend, which
Yeah.
is an incredible thing, but they've got it in a spray. And it's always been like the old powder stuff. And it's been great for what it like cleaning stainless steel or whatever it might be. It's fantastic. The spray though has kind of kind of spoiled me. I used it at a friend's house and I went, well, dang, I'm going to have to buy me a bottle of that. But having the tools for your job, right? This is still your job. This is still something you need the tools for. Commit
Yeah.
to that and think of it that way, because a lot of us miss having that job outside the home where we did things, where we had the tools we needed, we had things organized. Well, okay, well, then do that at home. Get yourself a toolbox. If you want an actual toolbox, I'm not going to judge you.
No.
I like the open top tray. It just kind of makes things easier. It's big enough. It's got a solid handle. I can move it wherever. I don't want to have to open something to get to my tools in this case. But whatever you need, get in that, lean into it. This
I
is
think
your
that's a
job
great
now.
I think
you
that's
know?
a great thing too to consider as like something that you send with your kid when they leave the house, whether it's to go to
Mhm,
college or whether it's to go to their first apartment, that type of
mhm.
deal. Like I feel like that's a really like kind
Absolutely.
of just great need to have staple in your kind of here you go out into the world. You've got
Yes.
at least you
And
understand what these products do.
I will say I didn't think about this, but my little brother got my son when he went off to college a ratchet set. Just a cheap
Yeah.
little ratchet and socket set. And I can't believe it was more than $30 maybe. It wasn't like a
No.
great set, but this is what you need. He's already used it 3 or 4 times. In that first year he used it. So I'm really glad we got that. Tell Uncle Jeff that was amazing. I'm like, okay, all right. And I didn't think of it for whatever reason. I have no excuse. It just didn't pop. There's so many other things. But having that cleaning thing too, because hopefully we've all been teaching our kids to clean their whole lives.
Right.
Like when my kids, as soon as you're old enough to pick up a piece of paper and put it in the trash can, that's cleaning and that's
That's the
helping out
start.
the house
Yep.
get going. And hopefully they're going to go out into the world and they already have this experience.
Yeah.
I'm seriously considering taking the tray that I've had for so long and all my kids know where it is and know what it looks like and giving it to my oldest. Here, I'm going to pass this on to you. You
Yeah.
need this now. And he's living in a dorm, but still, he needs to clean stuff. And just to
Yeah.
have that as like a rite of passage, even like you're the first child that's gone out into the world here. It's what about that's your legacy is a freaking cleaning tray
I love that. I
and
like that a
some
lot.
microfiber cloths.
When we started taking the kids camping, one of the things that you have to do is you have to wash dishes. You're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just a couple
Good
tubs
point.
kind of deal. And
Yeah.
we actually was like, all right, for after breakfast, you and you are gonna clean up. You're gonna do all the dishes. And then so it'd be like Corey and Ruby would do that one. And then
Hmm.
lunch would be they would cook and then Kaya and I would be the ones that would do the
Hmm.
dishes, like that kind of
It'll
thing.
clean up. Yeah, yeah.
And then we would be like, all right, now you two are gonna we're gonna mama and I are gonna cook and you guys are gonna do the dishes. And just showing them like, hey, like this is how give and
Hmm.
take works and how you work together as a
Right.
team and stuff.
Yes. That's
And
great.
it came to the point where Ruby really enjoyed like she will be like, when are we going camping next? And the whole reason she asked that is because she's like looking forward to doing the dishes.
Yeah.
She likes that experience. And they do a great job of doing the dishes here at the house. So I mean, even though we don't have a working dishwasher, like they do a great job of when I know that it's not going to impede on their homework because that's the one thing I'm like I'm not going to force them to go do that stuff when they're trying to do that, but when they have the ability to take time to do homework's done, they can go in and do that then and focus on it. That's usually when I'm like, hey, let's do this. So especially during the summertime, like that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
But I was looking at, so I pulled up cleaninginstitute.org because I was just like curious I just put in actually, I typed in spring cleaning 2026 and this cleaninginstitute.org popped up, which I didn't even know existed, to be honest. They have National Cleaning Week as being March 22nd through the 28th of this year, which is hilarious because that's actually my kids' spring break. So
See,
we're,
you don't even have
we're
to tell your kids. You look, no, this is a national institution. We
Right?
have to.
Yeah, exactly. So just looking at the website here, there's some great things on here, cleaning tips and stuff. So if you're trying to figure out where do I even begin, what do I start with kind of
Mhm.
deal, they do a great job of just giving you some different ideas of things. So I'm gonna point out a couple things on here because I thought this was very interesting. But apparently, 80% of American households actually engage in spring cleaning at least once a year. So that's interesting because there's been times where I haven't. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
they say the top three rooms that are prioritized is the kitchen, the
Hmm.
bedrooms, and the bathrooms. And
Hmm.
then the dirtiest things in the house to get cleaned. And I think this is actually a really good one because I think it gets missed over too. And honestly, I think it brightens the house is windows. Cleaning your windows inside and out. It's amazing the amount of micro dirt that's on there that's actually blocking sunlight from getting into your house. Your floors, whether they be carpeted or wood floors, and the toilets, of course. But I think the toilets is one of those like that's an all the time kind of deal.
Yeah.
Floors, maybe even two. The windows is probably the one that is the most missed because when it's cold outside, you're not opening up the freaking windows. Hey, let's bring the temperature down and let's kick up the furnace. No, that's not happening. Sorry.
Yeah.
Uh, good luck with that. But yeah, so those are the kind of main things that popped up there, and they give other different. There's other things in here just for cleaning tips and stuff. But I think for me, I will get the cleaning. Corey really is more of the like window cleaner person. Like she's very adamant about that, mainly because she has houseplants and she wants to make sure
Hmm.
the sunlight. So that totally makes sense. But yeah, I mean, even just like dusting the baseboards and a big one, and I think this is, of course, this is not a spring cleaning thing, but just a normal thing is cleaning the blades on your ceiling
Ceiling
fans.
fan. Yeah.
So that's a huge one. I think too, like having a good vacuum cleaner is another thing to really consider. Not
Tools of the trade.
Yeah, don't skimp on the vacuum cleaner.
Mm-mm.
It
No.
definitely you will feel the pain if you don't get one that's going to do everything you needed to do. I
Hmm.
actually bought and I haven't used this yet, but I'm really excited to. I got an upholstery cleaner, a Shark, so that I can clean some of the couches, but also too like it works to be able to clean like the seats in the car and stuff like that. So I bought that and I just haven't used it yet because just there's been too many other things going on. But hey, spring cleaning's coming up for spring break, so
Yeah.
I
Exactly. Yeah.
need to use it though before the while the kids are away. So I need to actually hit this all the different couches and stuff while they're at
Hmm.
school so they can
Yeah.
have time to dry
And
and whatnot.
like we've talked about before, shop vac in the
Yeah,
kitchen. From the time your kids are born, you need a shop vac because they're going to spill, they're going to drop, and it'll just pick up the liquids and everything. If you don't have a dog, shop vac is definitely a second choice. But I will say my favorite tool, and this is going to sound odd, for cleaning the house is a laundry basket. A good solid
yeah.
laundry basket because I go into each room and I pick up all the stuff that doesn't belong in that room and I
Mm.
put it in the laundry basket. I don't leave that room. That way I can focus. I can stay there because ADHD, I will squirrel off into who knows what. Oh, this is hoodie. I should take it and put it in the room. Oh, look, they have a scratch on the wall. Oh, I should wipe that off. Oh, and then it'll be 3 hours later. I'm like, what was I doing in the living room? Was it the living room today? Yeah. So getting a basket of stuff that where you can stay in that room, everything that doesn't belong in there goes in that basket, and you can deal with that afterwards. But then you can get to the actual cleaning of the room.
Yeah.
And I always try top to bottom. I don't always do my light fixtures. That's more of an annual thing for spring cleaning, so it's coming up. But even on my dailies, I'll still look at it and go, okay, I need to just at least get those cobwebs down or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Start at the top, dust everything you can down, and just, but the laundry basket makes everything easier for me.
Well, I recently picked up a new vacuum cleaner that basically you can take off the whole, it extends. You can just have the actual canister with just a nozzle on it type of deal. And it's super nice, especially for, oh, there's a cobweb there or whatever. You just like put it in, get up there and get it
Yeah.
and move on with your day kind of thing. And or like you were saying, like it sort of works like a shop vac, at least for the dry side of things. Your kid in cereal and Cheerios go all over the floor. It's like turn that
I
thing on,
got
just
you.
go out there and yeah. So it
Yeah.
works out really well. And two, with it having the extender, it's I don't have to actually bend down. I can just put the whatever nozzle on there and stand up and do that and be on our
Hmm.
way. So
And that's a big part of it for me is because I'm barely 6 foot tall. I think I'm more like 5'11" now. And I've definitely gotten shorter. I've gotten older. I'm just saying. But let's say I'm 5'11" because we're kind. Everything that I use has always been too short. It's made for, honestly, for women. My vacuum cleaners have always been things I've got to lean down or I've got to put the extensions on. So having something with those extensions that you can reach stuff is
Yeah.
incredibly helpful. I mean, I really kind of want an old canister vacuum type with the
Oh
full
my.
hose and 6 foot of extra pipes that I can do whatever I need to do and reach all the things. And I think, again, invest in your tools, everybody. If you're an at-home parent, this is your job. You need to put that thing in because it's going to make you more efficient. If you're efficient, you're fast. If you're fast, you're not working as much, basically. You know,
If I had to do it all
Put
over
out the money.
again, if it was one of those things where I was able to build like a brand new house type of deal, I would have a in-house or in-home vacuum system where you just basically go around with a hose that's got all this stuff on it. You just literally plug it into the wall and you can do a room at a time and
yeah.
just
I would love that, but yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
like that's the ultimate.
That's
Actually,
the ultimate.
I believe the house next to me, the gentleman there actually had that put into his house because I
Mhm.
remember when he used to live there. I don't hear it as often anymore, but he would clean the house and you'd hear that thing kick on, and it was
Mhm.
like mass suction. And I'm just like, dang, dude,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah, it's
that's
going in there.
yeah, it's nice. So
I love it.
and I remember going and on a tour in his house, and he's got this. It's a big metal canister that's all snapped down for pressure, and
Mhm.
this is my home vacuum system, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm jealous of it, dude. Don't
Yeah, it is.
don't you worry,
Yeah,
I hear it. So, but
yeah.
yeah, it's funny that
I'm
houses
just
don't
going to
come with that.
say, throwing back, I'm just going to say
There we go.
about the
Yeah,
vacuum because it's
for
just
sure.
total caveman, man. That's great. Bigger is
Yeah.
better.
Well, and that's the other thing too. Like you could have it to where it hooks up inside the garage as well. Like
Hmm?
that. I mean, that's
Clean your
another.
car. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I've got a little 2 gallon shop vac that I clean my cars with, right? So I have to
Yep.
take that out there. I have to get it out because I take it down, keep it down in the basement, use it down here, take it up, go upstairs, put it in the car. And I'm thinking, if I could just plug it in the wall, click.
Yep.
Ah, yeah. That would be amazing. I don't want to imagine the work and the money it would take to install that into this old house. You know, I mean, it's
Right.
built in the 80s, so it's not that old, but I still don't want to think about it. If we're going to do that kind of work, I want a fireplace put in instead. I would much rather put it in or honestly, I really want a train track. I want a
Oh.
system of trains that goes all through my basement and upstairs, and I can make my cup of coffee and put it on the train upstairs, or better yet, have my kid make my cup of coffee, put
Okay,
it on the
Mr.
train
Rogers.
upstairs. Woo, woo. Yes, exactly. That is where my autism shows the most is trains, baby. I want a train track. I want a full setup of a village, a mining town or something, logging, I don't know, but something like that. And just, yeah, there comes the train. Yep. I'm going to stop right here at desk station. Yep. And I will have
That's
it labeled
cool.
desk and here's my cup. All right. Go back up to the kitchen or whatever.
Thanks,
wherever you go,
trolley.
train. Yes. I'll have to give it a name and everything. That would be for me. I would definitely put the money into that if we had it quicker than a vacuum, honestly. But the vacuum would be delightful.
If
That
it's
would be
bringing you
so
coffee,
useful.
you just got to call it chug a chug.
Oh, yeah. I like it. I like it.
And then if it's bringing you food too, it's chug a chug, choo choo.
Wow. Yes. Awful, but I applaud you, sir.
Hey,
It's
it works.
terrible, but I applaud. Yes, it's great. It is fantastic. And correctly amount of awful. There was
There
at
you
least
go.
a 6 or an 8 on the sizeometer. Well done. Well done.
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to stop for now too, because we're really
Sure.
definitely
Yep.
getting off the track of where we were originally
Mhm.
at.
And we've got to
We'll just-
train ourselves to stay to that.
Yes, we will just pull this into the station and wow. People are like, okay, just end this thing for crying out loud.
We're
We're
going off
crashing
the
out.
rails, like you
Yeah.
said.
But anyway, yeah, so I will put a link into the cleaninginstitute.org because, like I said, there's a lot of different things in there for everything from cleaning supplies to products and things like that to use. So, but I like that. I'll have to find the link for the, what was it again? The bar friend? Was you were talking-
Barkeeper's friend spray.
Barkeeper's friend spray. So, which by the way, it'd be great if you want to become a sponsor. We could use some cleaning sponsors.
Right here
I
for
think
you.
that'd be
Right here for you.
we're the perfect audience for just that. So,
Right?
yeah. So I'll stop begging. But yeah, thanks for listening to the show. Please share in this episode and any other episodes, and we will be back next week to talk to you some more. So y'all have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
I'm a dad, that's what I do.